what's up? This is John from Dying Wish. We're out here in LA with Backstage Pass with Charvel. This is my two Charvel Pro Mod San Dimas 4s. I'm gonna go on record and say it's probably the coolest bass ever. It's basically a souped up P bass. It's basically a bass that has all the things that I would modify from a normal bass, but already done. I love the high mass bridge. It kind of increases the sustain. These active DiMarzio pickups just are super musical and cut through any mix. The roasted maple neck on these is so stable, and I could probably go an entire set without having to tune. These come with an active preamp. I added a dark glass tone capsule to both of them, and it's an incredibly powerful preamp, and it actually pairs with these DiMarzios super nicely. And it's just the stage shakes when I hit that low A sharp. We play an A sharp. I'm using a 135 on the bottom, so like from like a 5-string set, which is kind of crazy on a 4-string, but I've always kind of loved the look of like more traditional looking guitars and basses. My dad plays music. I kind of get it by him, and he's kind of an old school rock and roll guy. So around my house there's always, Strats, Telecasters. My first basses I ever had were Fender basses. I had, P basses, jazz basses. So when I got the opportunity to try some of these out, it kind of just felt super natural. Because it's basically the same type of bass I've always played, just kind of souped up and, ready to take on, big stages and, crushing breakdowns across the world, This is my newest one. This one has an alder body, which is kind of more of what like I was used to playing, a lot of Fenders. It's super light, super well balanced. But this one is a mahogany body, which is, you can tell it's got a little more heft to it, but the sustain and the resonance I can just ring out a note and it'll just go. And it's definitely a little heavier. I have an extra wide strap to kind of mitigate some shoulder pain, but it's worth it for how good these basses sound. I love these guitars. I'm trying to get more of them, so keep making more colors. So, but yeah, I love these basses. I grew up loving guys like Geddy Lee and Mike Dirnt from Green Day, all at one point or another Fender guys. So that's also something that kind of, left an impression on like the aesthetics and like how I play bass. Even though we play metal hardcore, those are guys that really influence how I write bass parts, and how I play live. We're just about done with this tour. This is our last two shows out here in Los Angeles with Spirit Box. We're going to Japan next month, or this month. We're going to Japan this month, then Australia. We have a couple of festivals in the fall, Aftershock, Louder in Life, headliner in the fall. More stuff after that. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you for watching Backstage Pass with Charvel. Shout out to Charvel.